Hi, a warm welcome. My name is CHIARADINA, and I'm grateful that you're joining me today for this season's greetings calendar, supporting a healthy connection to our body and the regulated autonomic nervous system as we approach Christmas. It's good you're here. Enjoy the daily sound bits. Boundaries. Boundaries hold tremendous value in our way of relating to ourselves and to each other, as they define areas of responsibility, spaces of retreat and safety, home, familiar, and new. All this aids with orientation and relation. Boundaries can be hardened. We can suffer from loss of land with no boundaries at all, where other people trample over us and stimulate a sympathetic response. In a love relationship, no matter of what nature, we can spend time together in the oceanic oneness bliss bonding zone and find it difficult to come back to healthy boundaries. In this huge field of working with boundaries, I want to focus on somatically re-establishing and connecting to boundaries when they seem to have dissolved. I came across this exercise by chance during my practice of breathing techniques, and I hope you find it interesting and useful. I invite you to come into a comfortable seated position, preferably on the floor, but feel free to use a chair. Or come lying on your back. It doesn't really matter. I want you to be able to release the weight of your body into the floor, be it in a sitting position or lying down, and to feel really comfortable for a couple of minutes. So once you've settled into your position of choice, I invite you to really connect to the earth through whatever is your foundation, be it your feet, your seat, your back on the back of the chair, the whole backside of your body as you're lying down. And maybe take a couple of breaths where you don't pay so much attention where the breath goes to, but just to feel this filling up and this emptying and exhaling and releasing, and just releasing your weight into whatever supports you. And then just stay or slowly arrive with this pulse of inhalation and exhalation. Maybe as you've practiced the connection and the grounding and the breath, it's easier for you to find this belly, heart, back of the neck, brainstem, head connection as you inhale, and this really sinking and releasing of your body into the earth, connecting to the core of the earth as you exhale. And as I'm talking, you may feel that there is some capacity being freed up, that your inner space gets lighter and brighter as you enter with your awareness into your inner realms. And once you're settled in there, in your inner sanctuary, I want to invite you to take your hands and place them on your belly, and just find a spot that you like that feels good for your shoulders, for your elbows, for the backside of your neck. And gently and calmly, as you continue to breathe and feel the earth, interlace your fingers. So you're actually giving yourself with your hands a hug, and you're also closing a circuit. And try, as you feel the earth and as you are staying with your rhythm of the breath, to really also release the palms of the hands so there is no tension in your fingers, there's no clenching, there is no holding on to something. And maybe as you stay connected to the grounding and the soft and gentle, slow inhalation that merges effortlessly into the exhalation, you feel that your two palms are actually melting together. So it's harder to distinguish where one hand ends really and the other one begins. And as you breathe, I really want you to stay with this connection of blending. And how interesting this may probably feel for you, because it's both of your hands. You know them well. You've been with them for all of your life. And yet, there is this strange sensation arising of spaciousness and bounty-less space that's occurring in your perception. And I want you to stay grounded and to breathe as you allow yourself for a couple of breath cycles to really dive into this and enjoy it. And once we become aware in our consciousness and perception of this place or space that's boundiless and that has no boundaries and no frontiers, I want you to stay with this sensation as you breathe, and then slowly start to move one hand. So maybe the fingertips of your right hand are pushing more in the knuckles, into the knuckles of your left hand. And you feel like this shape and the form and the size of your right hand again gains its boundaries, it regains its shape in your brain, in your perception. And also there's this idea of the left hand becoming clearer. The boundaries there. And then you can, with an exhale, for example, if you'd like, release again the push of your right fingertips. Take a couple of breaths and feel or be curious if this boundary-less, boundary-free zone re-emerges in your perception. And how long it takes to come back. Is it different than before? And as you continue to breathe and stay connected and grounded, maybe savoring this new space of your perception and play, integrating, I want you to shift to your other hand. So maybe with an inhale, very softly and gently start to push your fingertips of your left hand into the knuckles on the back of your right hand. And stay connected to your breath. And again, observe how the shape of your left hand emerges from this boundiless space. How so the function becomes clearer. And also the boundaries of the right hand seem to appear. And then maybe with an exhale, you can let it go, the push of your fingertips of your left hand into your right hand, and release again. And as you stay connected, grounded and breathing, either in a seated position or lying down, I want you to feel for a couple of breath cycles into the quality of your hands and what has changed maybe in your perception. So maybe your left hand and your right hand have regained a sense of function and purpose. There is maybe this felt sense notion of that they are different, and have really clear boundaries or clearer boundaries, but there is this shared space where there is probably still this amending and melting and blending sensation going on. And you just enjoy that and feel that. And you can stay with that for as long as you like. Probably before you let go of this exercise and open your eyes, you want to ground yourself, feeling the surface that carries you, being still aware of your breath, and if you had them closed, reopen your eyes and slowly, calmly and gently free up your hands from this interlace of your fingers, maybe rubbing them together, creating some warmth. And closing our mandala for today with the practice time. So I'm curious what you experienced with this sensation playing with your own body, or when we play with our own body and there's something new emerging, something we've never felt before becomes feelable and traceable. So I'm curious to hear from you what happened for you, so feel free to leave me a comment. And I hope that this will bring boundaries into a new somatic felt sense experience for you. Have a great day. Looking forward to see you soon. And thanks for being here and practicing. Namaste.